Does it feel like your twin flame connection isn't progressing in the 3D? Do you wonder if this relationship is even moving forward, or if they're even doing the work? Well, this is the thing. If you have doubts, it's time to look within. Start to trust the telepathic side of the connection, the spiritual side of the connection, and start to trust what you see in your dreams. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach. I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse, and I also offer twin flame and spiritual guidance. This is the thing. When we don't see action or communication on the 3D, we begin to doubt everything. We wonder, are things moving forward? But you have to remember what you feel, not what you see. And that's a big part. Like we were always conditioned to see it to believe it, but now we have to feel it in order to believe it. Feel it and see it, or feel it and believe it in order to see it. And that's the thing. What do you feel on an intuitive level? This is so important. Like, we're constantly seeking outside ourselves for answers, like with tarot or, you know, spiritual channelers or whatever. But you're a channel yourself. All of us twin flames have heightened psychic abilities. Well, all humans have psychic abilities, but when we're on this ascension journey, they start to open. And when you become closer to your twin flame, your abilities get stronger and stronger. So the more you progress towards union, the more intuitive you'll become, and the more you can trust what you feel and what you feel between them. Because the telepathy does get stronger, and the dreams get louder as well. And that is a big one. You know what I mean? You mightn't be getting the conversations that you want from them in the 3D, but you're getting those answers through your dreams. And I love this. Like, you know, as I look back on all the dreams I've had from the start of since I met my twin in the physical. So before we were in union energy, we're not in physical union yet, but we're in union energy. Before we were in union energy, all of the dreams, we were together, we were working things out. You know, he was telling me things that he couldn't tell me on the 3D. So I know more about my twin flame from 5D conversations than I do from 3D conversations. That's something you know about this connection as well. And you know for it to be true. You know more about your twin flame, and they know more about you, even though you haven't actually said it out loud physically, which is weird. Like, you know, it's like you do know them your whole life, but even you know them in this life. And that's the weird part as well. But that's because your souls are connecting all the time. They're connecting telepathically. You're having those conversations telepathically. And I love this as well, because I've had conversations with my twin on the 5D. I've even shouted at him a few times on the 5D, and he'll come back and respond to what I've said telepathically in the 3D. But any of the dreams that we had at the start of our connection, our physical, you know, since we physically met, were all messages. You know, he was showing me parts of his vulnerability that he was afraid to show me on the 3D. And now that we're in union energy, all the dreams are connected to marriage and union. And we're actually in divine union in the dream. So like, that's how I know we're coming closer to actual physical union, is because all of the messages that I need and all the progress that I need to be shown is being shown to me through those dreams. So this is what you have to ask yourself. You know, you might not see, like, because when we're before surrender mode, we're in that anxiety stage. We're in that fearful energy. It's like everything they don't do is like, it triggers something else within us. But this is also a reminder to heal your shit. Effectively, just heal what is being triggered. This is so important. If you're constantly being triggered by your twin flame, this means you still have stuff to work on. But when you get into surrender mode, you actually start to understand that you are progressing. Because I think as humans, we're seeking outside ourselves for the physical proof. But we're not going to get that. Not yet. Not until we're ready for it. But we have to start to trust in the non-physical proof before we trust in the physical, or before we're allowed to see physical proof. This is it. Like, we have to get to a stage where we trust, where we can surrender, where we can literally know that things are progressing. And you're going to feel this. You're going to feel that energy. The energy is going to shift. But you have, like, you know, we're so quick, like... I read this quote once. It's like, you ask for a sign from the universe, and then you get a sign, and you're like, I'll wait for a signier sign. Do you know what I mean? And this is what I've done lately, and I still do it. Even though I'm in surrender mode, I'm still fucking doing this shit. Like, there's these, I mentioned this before, it's like, we do this pick a card readings on Instagram. And I intuitively know what's happening in my twin flame connection because of the dreams and because how I felt when I was in his energy last time and because how I feel now. So I know what's coming. I just know. And every time I know. Like, I have to trust my intuition. But I still go through these pick a card readings and I'm like, ooh, that confirmed what I was thinking. And then I'll scroll down and I'll do the next one. And that confirms what I'm thinking. Then I scroll down and do the next one, and that confirms what I'm thinking. But I still go down and check the next one. So I could look at 10 pick of cards and they all say the same thing, which is that we're coming into union and which is that I'm right. And I still look for the next one. I'll still listen to the next tarot reading. I'll still pull a few cards myself and go, yeah. That's confirming everything I was thinking. But why do I have to keep going and reaching outside myself for a 3D confirmation when I'm getting intuitive guidance? Like, I've been getting the messages today as well. I have to start trusting myself. You know, I never really called myself a channel before, but I am a channel. I actually channel stuff before I hear another reader say it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, I just call myself a coach, but I am actually a channeler. So like everything I actually download is a channel. So that's collective as well. And I've had so many people comment on my videos saying I was really going through this at the exact same time because we're all collectively going through the same thing. And we are all channels effectively, but we just need to trust ourselves. And this is what's important here. Trusting yourself, trusting what you feel, trusting your intuition. This is so fucking important. And I'm saying this to myself as well. Like, why do I keep looking for a sign of your sign? I am the sign of your sign. Do you know what I mean? And you are your sign of your sign. Your telepathy and your 5D communication with your twin flame, those dreams, those shared dreams, that's your sign of your sign. Why can't we trust that? Because it's invisible? Because we can't feel it? Because we can't see it? Or we can't feel it, but we can't touch it, like, you know what I mean? But we can, but this is it. Like, we have to start trusting what we're feeling within. You know, this is like how, like I said this before, we're so quick to concentrate, and this is to do with our healing, obviously, but we're so quick to concentrate on all the negative without concentrating on the positive. And this is it, like, you know, our twin can do so many good things when they're in our company, when they're in communication with us, and, you know, it's so good, and then all of a sudden they go ghost, and we're like, oh, they're an asshole. But they weren't an asshole a minute ago, but they're an asshole now. Like, you know, because we always say, it's the language we use, oh, they're always an asshole, or they're always ghosting. No, they don't. They do ghost you sometimes, but they don't always ghost you. They're not always an asshole. And this is the thing, when there's communication of any kind in the physical, there's going to be another round of healing activated. So this is so important. So that's why ghosting happens. So let's go back to what we experienced while we were with them. How did you feel in their company? How did you feel when you were talking to them? That's the real energy. The feelings you have when they ghost is the feelings of your fear based on past experiences. So it's not fucking real because the past does not exist anymore. That version of you doesn't exist. So this is a reminder just to heal the triggers that you're going through, but to come back and trust what you feel. Are you getting those dreams? Like, because this is funny. Like, you know, we'll get a dream about our twin flame and it'll be lovely and we'll be in this high energy when we wake up. And then the day goes on and we're starting to go, oh, they didn't text me and I'm so sad and what's going on? And you're like, for fuck's sake, you know, go back to the dream for a minute. That was real. That was real. Do you know what I mean? That energy is real. Why can't we be in that energy all the time? I know we have to heal, so obviously we have to come down off that energy if we have stuff to heal. But why can't we trust in what was going on there? And that's it. You know, anytime I start to get down lately or doubt things or second guess things, I'll go back to my previous dream or I'll go back to the last few dreams I had. And I'm like, okay, that's him telling me the truth. His human isn't ready right now to come forward with the truth, but his soul is ready. And his soul has been communicating to me through the astral, through those dreams, through telepathy. You know, and even through those pick of cards, they're confirming my intuition. Do you know what I mean? So, like, literally, I am getting the proof that I need. And that's a fact. So are you. You're getting it through your intuition, through that, and like even through those tarot readings or whatever you're listening to or whatever you're watching. You are getting the proof. Like, this is so... I was doing this for a long time. You know what I mean? I'd see his name everywhere. I would see the word union everywhere. I would see repeating numbers everywhere. I'm not doing this anymore, thank God. But I went through a phase of literally going, yeah, right. You know what I mean? That's no. You fucking liar. Do you know what I mean? I'd be shouting, like, I could be saying to the universe, you're fucking lying to me. You're showing me all these signs, but you're fucking lying. Do you know what I mean? And like, I was in this kind of tantrum energy. Do you know? And this is when we know we need to heal our inner child and our inner teen, is when we're kind of pouting, going, yeah, I don't believe that. You know, pure teenage energy. Oh my God. But like, literally, I'm seeing all the signs again, and I'm smiling because I know we're in union energy, and I'm trusting what we feel in my dreams. We feel in our dreams, because that's it. We're both feeling this. I'm trusting what I feel telepathically. I'm trusting the signs. You know what I mean? You're not being bombarded with signs because you're on the wrong path. You're being bombarded with signs because you are on the right path. Why can't we trust these things? And honestly, that comes back down to our own inner healing. We need to heal our shit. That's the most important thing. Do you know what I mean? So if you're getting triggered still by lack of 3D contact, this is just showing you what you still need to heal. So take a step back and start to remember how the dreams felt. Start to remember how you felt in their energy. Start to remember and feel that within. Because when you can come back into this energy, this is what's true. This is what's real. Forget the fucking fear. Fear is not real. Fear is a fucking choice, and we're choosing to fear something that does not exist based on past experiences. Your twin flame is not your past. You are not your fucking past. You cannot repeat the same mistakes because you do not exist in that reality anymore. So please, please, please start to trust yourself. Start to trust your intuition. Start to trust these dreams, and start to trust on the astral and the spiritual side of this connection. Because once you trust in what's invisible, you'll start to see it in the reality as well. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help on your journey, please book me for a free discovery call today, and love nothing more than to help on your path. Also, I have another channel called Aligning with Angie, where I share a guided meditation every week. The info for that is in the description box.